The scientific theory of evolution has proven that every natural thing develops from a simple state to a complex one. Everything develops. Like other animals, man has a series of physical developmental stages. First, he tries to sit, and when he sits, he tries to crawl, and when he crawls, he tries to stand, and when he stands, he tries to walk, and when he walks, he tries to run, and when he runs, he tries to jump, and when he jumps, he tries to swim, and when he swims, he tries to fly. The difference between man and animals is that whereas animals leave their developmental process to the dictates of nature, man, on the other hand, wills his own development. Since animals depend on nature for their development, they stop where nature stops. But man goes beyond by creatively imagining a possibility and striving to achieve it. This attitude of going beyond the actual towards the possible is inherent in man. Take for example, a jobless youth while drinking Gary and Granot dreams of becoming a multi-billionaire. Man is never satisfied with his achievements. He would always ask for more. In 1943, an American psychologist named Abraham Maslow created what he called the hierarchy of needs. Maslow extended this idea to prove humans' innate curiosity. When an individual's physiological need is satisfied, he becomes curious about his safety. When his safety is guaranteed, he becomes curious about belonging to a social group and being loved by them. When that is achieved, he becomes curious about self-esteem. When he is esteemed, he becomes curious about his cognitive need to know the world. When he is satisfied with that, he becomes curious about his aesthetic need. And even when he is self-actualized, he is not satisfied. He wants to transcend this world to a world beyond.
Carry me, they go. Everybody rise up. Let's go. Let's go.
This tendency to always go to the next level without any terminal point is a contradiction of Robert Greene's 47th law of power, namely, do not go past the mark you aimed for. In victory, know when to stop. When going too far, in victory, you make more enemies. Set a goal, achieve it, then stop. From Robert Greene, we can see that the inability to restrain our libido for more achievements, more fame, more power, and so on is a vice, not a virtue. The possible is inexhaustible. So trying to exhaust the possible by impetuously striving for more is unwise. It is wise to know where to stop. Performers have understood this, that is why they leave the stage when the ovation is highest. All things are possible. If you are a school leaver and you want to become a graduate, it is possible. When you become a graduate, if you still want to become a master degree holder, it is also possible. If after getting your master's you want to acquire a doctorate degree, it is also a possibility. After doctorate, you want to become a professor, it is possible. If you are a professor and you want to become the vice president of Nigeria, it is very possible. But if after becoming the vice president, you want to become the president, what should we expect? Yes, the matter we dey for ground now is the next level syndrome, from vice president to president. What should Osibanjo expect? Let us go down historical lane to find out how it turned out for vice presidents who wanted to succeed or who eventually succeeded the leader under whom they served. On the 29th of July 1975, General Murtala Mohammed became the military head of state. General Olusegun Obasanjo was his second in command. Obasanjo never nursed the ambition of succeeding his principal. However, when General Murtala was assassinated in an abortive coup on the 13th of February 1976, Obasanjo succeeded Murtala as the head of state. On the 29th of May 2007, Musa Yar'Adua became the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Goodluck Jonathan was his vice. Again, as in the case of Obasanjo, Jonathan did not nurse the ambition of succeeding his principal. However, when the cold hand of death took away our beloved Yar'Adua, Jonathan became the president. On the 29th of May 1999, when Obasanjo returned to power as a democratically elected president, Atiku Abubakar was his vice. But unlike the cases of Obasanjo and Jonathan, where the demise of their principal occasioned their ascension into power, Atiku, according to Vanguard newspaper report of August 18, 2013, was anxious to succeed his principal. You can call it the next level syndrome. Everybody wants to get to the next level. At this point, let us take a little philosophy lesson from Friedrich Nietzsche. Nietzsche developed a metaphysical principle which he called eternal return. This principle holds that all existence and energy has been recurring and will continue to recur an infinite number of times across infinite time or space. According to Nietzsche, the implication of this is that historical events reoccur. That which reoccurs is what Jean-Paul Sartre calls the principle of the series. Now, let us ascertain the principle of the series of ascensions from vice president to president. In each of the successful ascensions, the president did not survive the tenure, and the vice succeeded him. But in the failed case, The president survived his tenure, and the vice could not succeed him. If we bring this to bear on Osibanjo's presidential bid, vis-a-vis the fact that Buhari is not dying anytime soon, then the implication is that Osibanjo's presidential race this particular electoral season is a wasted attempt. Insofar as Buhari liveth, Osibanjo cannot be the next president.